Welcome back everyone to Yeppy's weekly King Rankings. I know you guys been dying to see what this week's rankings are. On this week's Yeppy's King Rankings, we will cover top 5 Korean summer dishes. Wah! Make sure to subscribe, like, and please don't forget to share our videos. Before we go on, in Korea, the seasons are very clear. You get all 4 seasons. So in Korea, they spend the season eating the seasonal traditional food. In springtime, they eat the traditional rice veggie mix called bibimbap. During summer, they beat the heat with ice-cold patbingsu. Beauty of the fall comes with the fresh flavors of oysters. And the cold winters can't pass without having the Korean snow crab called daege. And today, in King Ranking, we will cover what they eat during the hot summer days in Korea. Summers in Korea are really hot and humid. So Koreans tend to eat these dishes to beat the heat and stay healthy. So let's get right into the rankings. Number 5, kongguksu. Kongguksu, or better described as cold soy milk noodle soup, is a seasonal Korean noodle dish served in a cold soy milk broth. Kong means soybean and guksu means noodles. It comprises noodles made from wheat flour and soup made from ground soybeans. I'm really not a fan of soybean myself, and some of you guys are probably wondering who in the world would eat the cold noodles with soybean-based soup. But believe me, it has its fans. With the slight salted, savory taste, I have to admit that it's kind of addicting, and the taste that you can't really describe with words. And the savory, cold soybean broth that can definitely beat the heat. It's fast to digest with rich dietary fiber that will clear out your arteries, and needless to say, it's good for constipation. Usually Koreans eat them with light salt or light sugar depending on your palate's cravings. Number 4, oi naenguk. Are you looking for something refreshing, light, healthy, and cold? If yes, then why don't you try the cold cucumber soup? Oi naenguk, or this ice-cold soup of thin cucumber matchsticks soaked in icy cold, sweet, sour, salty, and garlicky brine, will definitely please your appetite. Cucumber soup? You may think that it just sounds too healthy and not so tasty, right? But this summer dish will give you a nice surprise when you first bite into it. A cold temperature with the crispy but soft texture of the cucumber is just wonderful. Vinegar, one of the main flavoring ingredients of this dish, will keep your taste buds awake. All of the ingredients are really healthy veggies, so it's loved by all vegetarians too. It's also known to benefit skin vitality, hydration, good for weight loss and hangovers too. What a perfect dish for summer. Number 3, samgyetang. I don't care what anyone says, but this is my favorite. Who says you can only beat the heat with cold? Well, Koreans say beat the heat with more heat. Samgyetang, or also known as ginseng chicken soup. Sam meaning ginseng, ge meaning chicken, tang, which means soup in Korean. This mouth-watering dish consists primarily of a whole young chicken filled with garlic, rice, jujube, and ginseng. It is Korean culture to eat samgyetang during the summer's hottest days. When the days are really hot and your body is weakened, Koreans eat this invigorating summer dish to maximize your body's vitality and energy level. Some call this dish panacea. The combination of ginseng and every human race's favorite meat, chicken, is a true cure to beat the real heat. It's not only heavenly tasty, but really good for your health as well. The soup is known to strengthen your immune system, benefit blood circulation, and great source of protein. How about that weekend new menu to try out for samgyetang instead of fried chicken and beer? Number 2, patbingsu. If you're a fan of Korean food, you had to have tried it before. It's a very popular Korean summer menu. Patbingsu is a popular Korean shaved ice dessert with sweet toppings that may include chopped fruits, condensed milk, fruit syrup, and red beans. Originally, back in the days, they used to just make it with raw ice over sweet red beans. On a hot summer day, no other menu can be topped with coolness. The first bite might get you the brain freeze, but with a lot of sweet toppings, condensed milk, and shaved ice, hard to resist to defeat the heat. Patbingsu became one of the hottest summer menus worldwide. They used to have only a few classic flavors, but now the popularity made it evolve into many different flavors. Are some of the more popular flavors. Patbingsu, add it to your summer try it out menu. And the number one, naengmyeon. Naengmyeon is a Korean ice-cold noodle dish of long and thin noodles made from flour and starch of various ingredients. Every region in Korea has slight differences making the dish, but basic toppings include sliced beef, seasoned radish, pear, sliced cucumber, and broiled eggs. And when it comes to naengmyeon, there are two major different types, mulnaengmyeon and bibimbnaengmyeon. Mulnaengmyeon, which translate in English as cold water noodles, is the cold noodles served in a chilled, tangy flavored beef broth. You can add vinegar and hot mustard to your customized taste. And bibimbnaengmyeon, which translate in English as mixed cold noodles, is the cold noodles served with spicy, chilled, mixed sauce that has sweet and tangy flavor. Everyone always has a big decision to make when it comes to choosing one of them because they are both so good. And the dream pairing for naengmyeon is well-known Korean barbecue dish called galbi, sweet marinated Korean beef short ribs. If you haven't tried it yet, I strongly recommend trying out the dream pairing over this summer. Believe me, you're gonna fall in love after the first bite. And that wraps it up for this week's Top 5 Korean Summer Dishes. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you like this week's Yeppy's King ranking, make sure to subscribe, like, and please don't forget to share our videos. See you guys next week with more fun and exciting rankings.